Okay, I'll tell one story about my experience with Prabhupada. Prabhupada came to Melbourne. This is, I think, in 1974, and when I first joined, they put me in the kitchen, and I learned how to cook from Upendra, who was personally taught by Prabhupada, and so I was considered, capable at cooking. And so when Prabhupada came, I think it was 74, then Srila Kirti came with Prabhupada. And Srila Kirti asked, because Srila Kirti was cooking for Prabhupada, but he was looking for someone who would take that duty, that service. And so they told Srila Kirti that I've been trained and I could cook. So Srila Kirti asked me, he said, would you cook for Prabhupada? And I said, oh yes, of course. And so for 1 week, I was cooking for Prabhupada. And I remember, after breakfast, even, all the devotees wanted the Mahaprasad from Prabhupada's plate. And so, here I am with the plate. When Prabhupada had finished with the plate, I would get the plate. And so there was sometimes, maybe, what was it, some rasgulla, or there's different things that Prabhupada would leave. And so we would take that. And I remember we would even eat the orange peels. So anyway, I remember one day, well actually it was the first day that I cooked for Prabhupada, and I was really nervous. Srila Kirti taught me the day before how to cook Prabhupada's lunch. And Prabhupada had, it was a 4-tier tiffin type thing, where on the bottom would be the dal, and then on top of that was the rice, then on top of that would be one vegetable, and then on top of that another vegetable. And so Prabhupada was eating very simply at that time because his health was not so good. And so I would set that big tiffin-looking thing on the burner to cook, and as the dal was cooking, then the steam from the dal would go through the rice and then through the 2 vegetables and cook them all. So it was quite simple and easy to do. And then after that, a chaunce with some masala. Very simple. So anyway, the first day I'd finished that, I'd prepared that, and then Srila Kirti came down from Prabhupada's rooms, a room upstairs, and he said, "Is it ready? Is it ready?" And I said, "Yes." So, and Prabhupada was very emphatic. He wanted to eat at the exact time. So Srila Kirti was a bit stressed that it wouldn't be ready in time. Anyway, it was ready in time, and so he put everything on a plate in bowls and brought it up. And I really wanted to give that plate to Prabhupada, but anyway, he took it and he went up the stairs, and so I followed him up the stairs, and then so he opened the door, and there was Prabhupada, and he gave Prabhupada the plate. So I gave my obeisances to Prabhupada, and I was observing the relationship between Prabhupada and Srila Kirti, and it was very affectionate, and it really impressed upon me how affectionate Prabhupada is. And also in my experiences like that the first time I met Prabhupada, and Prabhupada spent some time with us in the backyard of the temple, and I realized how much love and affection that he had for me. And I was I was seeing that too with Srila Kirti. And so that's a wonderful thing to see such love and affection that is much stronger than even from your parents or from anybody else. Actually, millions of times stronger. And it's such a secure thing. It's so happy to experience that and to know that here is someone who loves you so much. So I'll stop there. Hare Krishna.